Like, yeah, so fucking fickle with this shit. No consistency.
Hey, it happens at the end of the day because like you don't know if it's good until you realize that damn, I really am a meathead for the series. Like it's fine if you're a meathead for the series, but it's like if you can't handle like some simple shit like some plot, then there's something wrong with
you. They ugly and brain dead.
Yo, my niggas. I don't even give a fuck what chapter number it is. I don't even give a fuck what the name of this podcast is. Motherfucking Meliodas, bitch! Motherfucking Meliodas! What's going on, guys? We're here today covering chapter 285 with the greats. I have with me Naya, Kishin Prime, Zarso.
the god of this world. I don't understand why Grimm wants to talk all this nonsense, right? Even though I've been saying for a while that Hendrickson was like, the greatest of all, was at least a vessel in the eye of Ludershell. This man coming through saying, man, them Holy Knights, they ain't nothing, man. They ain't nothing. And here I am talking shit to Grimm as usual.
Bro, we're not starting off the stream.
We're not starting off the stream with
your fucking
big facts,
bullshit, nigga. Look. Hendrickson is a hoe, bruh. Just because everybody wants to fucking be in that nigga, like, come on, dog.
Nonsense.
He's a used ass nigga, bruh.
Used.
So are
you, but we don't say nothing.
Oh, I'm a used ass nigga. How many niggas been inside of me? 0, man. Hendrickson's about to have 2 to 3. Fuck out of here, dog.
Hey, man.
I'm not with it. Look.
Hey, man. You don't have to be. Everyone else is.
We're gonna start from the top so that we actually get some shit covered. What's up, guys? What you guys think of the chapter? What are your ratings?
It was a great setup. Definitely brought in some elements that are going to play a big part in the coming chapters, leading into the finale, I'm sure. So I liked it.
I thought it was pretty hype. I enjoyed literally everything from the beginning to the end. It's action packed. Definitely like the hype train on the loose. Definitely hype train on the loose.
I particularly enjoyed. I'm pretty sure it was named Lucia. Like his inner monologue, where he's basically just analyzing everything from before he uses like little diamond cocoon to break through the dark thing. That was raw. I'm like, this guy he just went off. He's like, okay, I'm gonna need her. He's all right. These two devoted to me. Blah. I'm like, oh shit, the analyst on deck. That's what I like, yo. You gotta use that brain.
Like, I loved the cliff, like the quick little spurt cliffhanger that we got in the beginning of the chapter. I was so excited to be getting our nigga back. Finally, it's been so fucking long since we seen our nigga Meliodas back, and now we're getting a different version of him. It's gonna be that banger shit. And then this nigga knocked up, but fuck with us, dog. The Demon King's hand came out of fucking nowhere, bro. I was legitimately I was petrified at that moment. I was like, what the fuck's gonna happen? What's going on and shit? And then, oh man. That was the hypest part of the chapter to me. Not to say that the rest of it wasn't monumental, my nigga. This has to be in the conversation for top 10 taizai chapters. This has to be. This one has to be. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But just that moment right there, and then what happened? Nigga! No, he fucking noticed, dog. But let's start from the top, right? Let's go through the chapter and shit. So Purgatory, the door to Purgatory. Are you guys a little bit more weirded out now that how it works, or whatever, or what's up?
I'm not, because I've said it before, but I've read Dante's Inferno, and this literally seems just like the ending of Dante's, where he gets out of hell, and basically so for anyone who hasn't read Dante's Inferno, if you're an ape, what ends up happening is Dante has to go through hell, and basically the only way to get out is literally to go all straight through the bottom and reach the other side of the world. And basically, he goes down a hole. Obviously, Meliodas and Bond did the exact same thing. And I mean, again, it was just a callback to it. I thought it was pretty neat. It at least shows that there's inspiration coming from different places. The fact that they weren't able to kind of I guess move on their own. That also made sense, especially when, they're like, oh yeah, we came from different places, so obviously would be ending up in different spots once we got out. So that was also pretty interesting to see.
Well, it made sense for Bon especially. I mean, he has no form of propulsion right now, and they're free falling. Meliodas should be able to pull out something, maybe. But
I mean, sure. I thought Bomb was just gonna, like snatch Meliodas from the air and kind of drag him closer. I mean, come on, dude.
I thought it was some like interdimensional shit, like the fact that they're traveling between technically dimensions that, in the meantime, that they wouldn't be able to like maneuver as they wanted to. That's what I thought it seemed like.
kind of a physics change.
Yeah.
Physics in the Magic series. Oh, funny.
So.
Oh, quick note:
Yeah.
the title page, it shows a picture of the continent that they're on.
Oh yeah.
And doesn't that look a lot smaller than I would have ever imagined? I mean, we see like Camelot and lions on it, and nothing else. But that's a very small continent. Have we seen it before? Or I just out again.
You're flagging out because like we've seen it in the Brown Age. So we even have the image on the screen for the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot bigger. It's just like a storyboard. To me, I thought it was a storyboard in my live reaction because it has like literally the reference of all the characters and where they are and shit like that. They're drawn comically. He could have done it for the cover page, like just on purpose, but it just seems like it's drawn like that on purpose.
Yeah.
But
all right, I just wasn't quite sure because I was like, damn, that looking way smaller than I would have ever dreamed. Because it's like the only place we ever see.
All right, so it seems like this will be the final time that we get to acknowledge Mild. Meliodas and Bond did it. They had a nice little time remembering then. How do you guys feel about that? Have you guys concluded that storyline for yourselves, or like you still hope something will happen, or what's up?
I don't give a fuck about that nigga. I don't care, man.
Oh, you don't like our sacrificial ham?
Yo, I'm done. I'm done with y'all. I'm sick of y'all. If
he was a demon, I would have called him a deviled ham, but sacrificial ham's gonna have to do.
Thank fucking Kishin, dude. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Like, obviously, like they had some. Like they obviously had like some history. 60 years is a long time, especially fucking in purgatory, I'm assuming. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. What had to happen. So I feel bad, kinda, but it's like, yeah, like at the end of the day, like Wild came out of here like a little too wild, low key. Like you're Hawk's brother. That's wild, bro. What? Since when?
Wait, you're talking about Wild? I thought you said Mild.
Well, they actually call Hawk Mild at one point.
If you talk about Wild, then I'm sad as fuck. Wild, go.
Yeah, we're talking about Wild. Yeah, Wild.
I don't know. I swear I heard my fault. I'm tripping. But yeah, no. If it's Wild, that's my nigga. I'm sad, bro. You know Hawk top 5, so Wild on the come up.
Big facts.
Oh my goodness, my fault. I don't care about the dog though. That shit.
Yo, fuck you, dog. This nigga.
You can't talk about bro.
This nigga. Come on, bro. Like the verse would be in peril right now if it wasn't for Osler.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, did your role. Good.
I'm still holding out a little hope that we never actually saw him clash with the Demon King per se. So he might have only burned off a little bit of his life force. So he could still be out there somewhere. That's all I'm gonna say.
Maybe.
The Demon King grabs the fuck out of Meliodas.
That shit was raw.
Yeah, the absolute fuck. It's like, boy, if you don't get your ass back in here.
What are your thoughts on that?
He's lucky that his arm was small enough to fit through the hole.
That was a bit much. It's like no, not even that. It's like, yo, the Demon King obviously expected to get out of purgatory. How? He's too big for this shit in the first place.
It's a magical interdimensional portal. You think it's so damn logically?
You can't tell me that his arm literally didn't even look like that. Didn't look like he done fucking force his way through. Like, come on now.
Bro, that's why I said it's so weird. Like, the way that shit's working right now is weird as fuck. He just bent down, stuck his hand in there, and then, like, he can grab... Like, what?
Well, the area inside the hole is obviously much bigger, it seems, than what physically is outside the hole, because you see him... Yeah, the portal's opening is going to be of a particular size, but anything outside of that is going to be kind of screwy.
I just noticed that, like, Well, let's actually get to the part because we gotta talk about that other hype shit too because that's another crazy point. So after he grabs that nigga and shit and he starts talking shit to him, Meliodas, bro. Or well, matter of fact, first before we get to that point, the trust that Bond and Meliodas have with each other is this like. This was like
it's too concrete. It's too concrete.
No, that was perfect to me. Like that was perfect, man. Like we had already done the whole rescue thing. That was what this entire arc was. To reiterate that again by like Bond trying to struggle to fucking save him again. Like that wouldn't have. It would have been some bullshit. I think this is the best way to resolve that. To like have Bond be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go back. Do your thing." What do you feel?
I liked it. I thought it made sense. I don't know. It's one of the things. It is like they have a strong brotherhood and a strong trust and a strong bond. So especially after spending how many fucking like centuries together and shit in purgatory. So it's like you say you got this. You say you'll be back. All right, do your thing. At least like I know that you're okay for now. At the very least, when I came here to get you, I saw that you were okay. I was able to save you to some degree. Handle the rest on your own. I'm gonna be waiting for you when you get back. So I was okay with it. I'd have been more annoyed if you went back too. I'm like, man.
Yeah. I just want to say that. Okay. So I was in the Air Force for 2 years, and being in the military, one of the things that they like to do to you is they like to have you shower with everybody else at the same time. So it's like just you and like 40 other dudes just like butt ass naked in a shower. And let's be honest now, Meliodas and Bond kind of like made each other up butt naked as shit. But they do that for like a brothers in arms type deal where it's all like you all really can't talk shit now because like you all kind of see each other in your most like vulnerable state. So
the water was cold, man. It's cold.
Exactly. Yeah. exactly.
We don't know what goes on at the bar.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
Exactly. So, but essentially, like the idea is that when you and your boys are, so it's like when you and your comrades are basically kind of all basically like bear everything out and kind of show them like everything that you are essentially. It's like there's more trust between the two of you, like later on developing. And I mean, I guess Purgatory for the most part was a way to signify how much more the two of them would grow as companions for the most part. And I mean, like it shows at the end of the day. Because before Bond was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get Captain." Now as Captain got caught again, you'd figure, "Shit, I gotta go get Captain." He's like, "Nah, you all set? I bet. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do my thing. Make sure you come through."
So an extended shower scene, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Are you
60
gay?
years in the shower. They are really clean.
Hey man, what are you gonna do? My only question is, where do I get that fine ass leopard print that Bond has? Because I'm sorry, but like that, that fit had all Purgatory amounts to is that fit.
Trash ass.
Breed a dog, a cat, and a two-legged creature, and maybe.
Still, it's still the best fit I've ever seen on anybody. I'm sorry.
Yo.
Anyway, continuing.
So, let me just say it. The Demon King just got fucked.
I'm not sure I understood that part because I felt like the wording was wonky. In the one that I read, at least. So, if you could clarify what happened, that would be great.
So it says, he stuck his hand down there. He grabs him and says, "With this kind of strength, how do you plan to escape from my hand?" And then his hand's gone. He says, "Wait." And then it seems that Meliodas is saying, "The power to destroy," or this is what Demon King's saying, "The power to destroy my body." Meliodas, you sure did it. Then
What'd he do? What'd he do?
Well, continue on, Grimm. Continue on.
And he says, "You already said it. It's true that I'm afraid. Because if I awake this power, I won't be able to stay alive on the other side." That right there. That's the quote. That's what I'm referring to. Meliodas, now, in this panel sequence, he is using his true power. He's used whatever the fuck it is, he's using his true power. He fucked
Maybe he becomes death incarnate. Because notice how the armor and everything is deteriorating.
No, that's because I wanted to ask that too, because he's still in the dimensional hole. He's still inside the hole. So I was thinking, like, is it like that because he dropped his hand in there that the dimensional hole is doing that? That, like we said before, we already know he cannot enter the living world. And Meliodas just said it. He's not going to be able to exist, or he's going to say it in the next thing, but he can't live in the world if he's this strong or if he uses his power. If he allows himself to use his power, he cannot exist in the living world. So my thought or my confusion is that once he cut the Demon King's arm off, it fell into the portal where Meliodas was still like floating and falling into, and then it disintegrated because of the portal. Not that, so yeah, okay. But then it's the other context as well. It's very acceptable to believe that all the disintegration that's happening to his hand and around Meliodas is due to his power, because we just read it, he's activating it right now. So my question is, what do you guys think in that sequence?
Is it just the environment that's in, or was it actually Meliodas?
Did I cut out? Oh, okay, no.
Nah, you're good.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, if you didn't hear, yeah, the idea was, is it the environment that his arm is in right now that's destroying his arm, or is it Meliodas' power? That's like, so when I first read it, I figured, damn, yeah, like he must have obviously destroyed his dad's arm, because if we're alluding to the fact that that's his power, at the same time, his dad had already said that his power basically made him a destroyer, but he was too scared to use his power. We all know that, yeah, fair enough. But so yeah, the idea is that it could have been Meliodas' power, but when I really think about it, it could have been the fact that he actually can't go back to Britannia. So yeah, I'm like, damn, I'm actually stuck right now. I would honestly go by first appearance and assume that it was his power, just because.
No doubt.
If there's anything to disprove that it wasn't his power, then that scene essentially falls flat, because that means.
Well, there is proof, because like he just stuck his hand in there and it didn't like evaporate. He was able to grab Meliodas, so we know that. But here's the context. Think of all the bullshit you want, but you can go look back and actually see it. That looks like arc magic. When Elizabeth fucked Derriere's hand, the exact same thing was around her hand. It disintegrated in that same manner. When Rudisell did the fucking Omega arc to kill all those regular soldiers and shit like that.
Yeah,
they were being killed like that. That's how they were being disintegrated away. When Derriere's sister, I think it was his sister, died in front of her, or her brother died in front of her, that's how he was like drawn dying. Does Meliodas have arc magic?
Well, that would be interesting with the crap. What is it called? What is the Demon King's magic? All of a sudden, I can't remember.
Inversion.
Yeah, inversion.
The ruler.
Like, okay, because he's already darkness, and then the light, even if it, like, say, healed him, it would be done as damage. And then vice versa, it probably worked about the same, too. So, could be, but I'm not sure. But then you have to wonder, where did Meliodas get it?
Maybe he's using darkness, and that's something that the Demon King himself can't do? And that probably is what makes him a destroyer?
Well, but this is something that the Demon King has been aware of for a while, so it's probably something Meliodas has had since birth. So could this be from his mother? And then that makes you kind of wonder.
Damn! Oh, damn! The motherfucking Juggernaut Kishin! Alright, bro.
This man Kishin is literally trying to tell me that there's an incestuous going on. I don't know.
Incestuous? What you mean incestuous?
Yeah, I don't know where you ran off the track. I was going to a celestial place, and you
exactly.
He took it straight to the purgatory.
I'm thinking the only person that could ever be on the Demon King's radar for smashing would, like, if it were a goddess, the only one it could ever be was really the supreme deity. Unless you're telling me that there was another goddess they smashed in somehow, some way. Maybe it's like a hybrid, like what male's supposed to be. Because what I'm hearing is that what his mother could be. So Kishin, I'm assuming you meant that his mom might be a goddess.
No. You said
some kind of a goddess, possibly.
Exactly. See. But I'm thinking the only person who could probably ever even fucking go toe to toe with him in the first place would be a supreme deity.
To get fucked? Why? What? Why?
Amen.
Powerful people go for other powerful people, I guess.
There you go.
I'm not calling it
How's
demon
that?
magic, but we seen the magic that Merlin has, like full size. It's not full size. The shrinking magic, which you can manipulate the size of Diane.
Oh,
yeah,
unit size.
yeah. I'm not saying that's demon magic, but if it's like general magic where any race can use it or can learn the spell, then why would that not be a case?
Huh. So I'm thinking this man's Smash Supreme Deity made Meliodas, and that's some weird shit, bro. Because that's like, well, it's just like half brother. That's kind of
As a matter of fact, yeah, they do have demon magic for shrinking. Fucking didn't Chandler do some shit like that to Diane?
Oh yeah. Made it like hella small again.
Yeah,
Like,
They might have been just canceling, or well, no wait.
because remember, it's the magic is what makes her small.
It's like a little hand motion. It was like minuscule, like minusized, and just literally fucking shrunk her. And she realized, like I guess for her it took like a bit of a while because she was like an actual giant. And to make her that small, you need like a dumb like. It probably took her a while to get that small because at first they're like, "Oh yeah, I've been small before." Didn't realize she was gonna get tiny.
Well, it at least gives credence that demons can use scaling magic. At least. Let's move on from that point though, because we're gonna be speculating on that for a few weeks, I believe.
That was some weird shit. My bad, guys. Kind of off the tracks for that one.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
Is what it is, though. Is what it is.
So the Demon King says, "Don't. You can't go back. You will ruin everything." Is he talking about his scheme to take over Britannia or what?
Probably. There's like no other real way.
Depends on how powerful this power is.
If it's enough to make the Demon King scared, or warn the Demon King's at full attention, then
the next panel literally says, "This is the first time I've seen you impatient." Wow.
Well, I guess maybe like when Meliodas was born and the Demon King realized, oh crap, he's got a very dangerous power. I must never let him know about that.
This is where I find it difficult though, because we don't have that much context of what his plan is or what his intentions are truly. All we know is that he wants Meliodas to become the successor, and that at one time he tried to take over Britannia, and that he took over the Demon Realm. But like, what the fuck is his purpose? Or is he dying? Is that why he wants him to be the next Demon King? Like, why would Meliodas coming back and having his original power and shit ruin his plan? What is this? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we have enough context for this.
Well, I view it more like this. Okay, if Meliodas becomes the Demon King, then that means that he's not as let's see, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pussy?
No. It's not as necessary for him to use this dangerous power. But if, say, like Zeldris, who then like starts destroying everything, as we possibly can speculate, and Meliodas obviously opposes destruction on a large scale, that means he's more likely to use that power against his brother. So maybe this is a measure to keep that power from being used. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I can't ride with that one.
But that's just me speculating.
But then again, remember, like this is the Demon King talking to Meliodas' real like emotions. So because the thing is, at the end of the day, he's fine with Meliodas. Like becoming Demon King, perfectly fine with that. But I guess his emotions are like, a key to this unwarranted, really powerful power that the Demon King is really scared of. So I guess Kishin's kind of right, because then from there that gives credence to the idea that Meliodas could just in a sense like overtake the Demon King and the Demon Realm if they ever try to fucking step out of line. Because like you just said,
bro, but that's still like what I'm saying is that what benefit does the Demon King gain from him being the next Demon King? We know what like there's nothing even that can go up against them. Like, as far as we know, Meliodas is like literally the strongest force that could oppose the Demon King besides the actual angels and stuff like that. So it's but he's trying to get him to be stronger. He's literally doing that. The Demon King even said it, "For what I want for you, your feelings only get in the way." And then we read, and it was a proper translation, that he tested, he tried, he even considered Meliodas having his feelings and whether he could achieve the goal that the Demon King wanted. And he said that he couldn't. That's why he's trying so hard to take the feelings away. So that's what I'm asking. What the fuck do you want from Meliodas? Like, why?
Wait, it's the inversion. What if once he becomes the new king, the inversion part gets transferred over to him, and then that power reverses what it does?
What?
So basically,
Kishin, what the
alright,
fuck, bro?
I don't know.
This thing out here pulling out the ass, dog.
I mean, when you think about it, it
I
kind
don't
of
even
makes
know
sense.
what I don't even know what that means.
I'm saying.
Well, if it's going to ruin everything, and this power is so dangerous that it might possibly destroy the world as we know it,
Nah.
if Meliodas is given inversion per se, because what would the Demon King need it after he has a successor?
Destroy the world. What are you talking? Where are they giving it to that?
I'm just saying. Well, think about it. Look how powerful he was when he probably wasn't that serious. And the Demon King's already worried about this power that Meliodas has. So, if inversion was used on it, say like Meliodas got it, and then anything that they do is reversed, then it doesn't cause massive destruction, causing the plan to finally succeed. Because he's worried about, oh, now the genie's out of the bottle, and my plan's going to go to shit.
You lost the fuck out of me, bro.
I guess it's like one magic will affect basically Meliodas and like the purpose that he holds for the Demon King. I guess I would see it like that. Is what you're trying to say? Because Demon King's plan is for Meliodas to take over. It's basically it. We can assume it's that. Demon King is worried about this power that makes him so powerful that he could screw up the plan. Does he have power similar to the Demon King's, which kind of affects him and basically kind of like naturally makes him oppose the Demon King? And that's what Demon King does with, and I guess the emotions are key to that.
I don't know. I guess we'll get more information in consequent chapters to pieces together. But in the meantime,
I think we're reading way too much into it, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
Way too much into it.
It's very little information. My brain just
that's
going all
been
over the place.
because that's been the series' whole crux at the end of the day. Like they keep it very simple.
Bro, I like how you fucked up my smooth ass transition, my nigga.
You're trying to segue and you gonna
Fucking
interrupt.
Zarso, dog.
Hey man, I fuck with you. I fuck with you on your own channel. Come on now.
Damn, bro, this nigga stayed.
Okay, steering the
Go ahead.
bus
All right,
back
go
to
ahead.
the battlefront.
All right, but in the real world, we get back to them niggas. Now, consequently, I know we all I got spoiled for a fact. I got spoiled by fucking some fucking thumbnail on YouTube of the last page where we see the 6 niggas like facing each other and shit like that. But
that's actually how I knew the chapter was out. I had seen the very last panel. I think it was I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I'd seen it, so I needed to read it. But yeah, I got that was spoiled for me, unfortunately.
What was it like? The fucking 3-on-3? Was it?
Yeah. Like the very last, and it was just like literally the panel with like no words, no overlays or nothing, just the whole panel in it. So I was like, oh shit, oh fuck, over there.
Yeah, that shit was a bit much. Because I remember I only start posting with niggas who I read the same shit with are already aware and have already read it because fucking I sent out the link the minute I saw it at like 9 today, and y'all said that y'all read it to that, and then I started putting down shit like, and I think I quoted Grimm and showed him that, and I think Kishin saw it too because Kishin commented like after that. I didn't fucking spoil nobody of that for a fact.
Now, whoever it was, they had read it from last night somehow. So
okay. Yeah.
It came out about 9 p.m. my time. So
okay,
and I was like, too late for me.
Well, what do we? This is the fighting force we were talking about. Like in the middle of the Maya arc, we were talking about coming over here to the other side of the war, seeing these 5 like fucking juggernauts and what they're gonna do. Are we satisfied with the initial like presentation at least, or what do you guys think?
Yes.
Yes,
I would say so. I'm saying very pleased. Very pleased.
Yeah, they brought the hype quick. They didn't really waste any time, so that was dope.
I can only imagine what kind of bullshit they're gonna try and pull here. I can only imagine. It's gonna be lit.
I just need Zeldris to win his fight.
Yo,
this kid, mad. This kid right here.
I need that.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I need that. I
need that boy.
it. I need that. Scanner could win. Merlin, I'm indifferent, but Zeldris.
Yeah, but then what happens to Margaret then?
I need that.
Yeah, bro, rude as hell. You know that nigga rude as hell when they get that W, nigga. You know I'm about the strongest nigga in the Angels, bro. You already know, bro. You already know.
Listen.
And Zeliotis, I trust.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Zelly. This shit here. I can only imagine what kind of bullshit. Get out of here.
I believe.
Alright, so there were some specifics though that we could have addressed. So apparently this is called the Dark Zone.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't necessarily this is a translation issue too, but I'm not sure if we should describe this as like a product of the commandment absorption, or can a regular demon, or can a strong ass demon produce this on his own without having that? What do you guys think?
I always considered it a part of the cocoon, but
after
I guess not.
After what I've seen for everything, I would say that it's like a mixture of both. This is kind of like the effect. Obviously, it's like a large dark power, so obviously it's like eclipse shit. Like, do you not see how he fights? When he got crazy with Escanor, he did the exact same thing. Like, covered Escanor in like black and everything. He like literally blacked out the entire page. Like, I would say that's kind of like just the thing that they do with their power.
Yeah, but like the thing is with this is like, all right, this is kind of seemed as if like it's a shield or a barrier. We now have 3 instances, not only in this chapter but in general, of exceptionally strong barriers. This one, which is called the Dark Zone, the Sanctuary, which seems to be the exact opposite of the demon's Perfect Cube and the Perfect Cube. Apparently, this chapter we found out that the Perfect Cube can indeed be destroyed. We have not seen one person. We have not seen one person in this series with enough force to break a Perfect Cube, but apparently, this type of magic can do that. Even Meliodas and Escanor together could not break a Perfect Cube. So this has to say something about this kind of magic. It's either peculiar because of its type, or it's extra, extra strong. And then we also got it from, like, when they were describing it, it was almost as if it was intertwined with the commandment. Like, the fact that Meliodas is absorbing commandments, it seems that this Dark Zone is going to be exceptionally strong. In that, because Merlin has a commandment, that it's going to make them easier to penetrate that, as if it's like some friendly shit.
I get what you're saying. I get you. Yeah, I don't know, cause I was like, I thought she was gonna use Perfect Cube to kind of somehow get in there, but it seemed like it was a combination of things, arc, magic, shield. What was the diamond shit called? I don't remember what the name was.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, Sanctuary.
Which looked like, what is it called? Goddess Ember?
I was gonna, okay, that's what I wanted to segue into, or actually, that's what I want to talk about this chapter. I would assume that the Goddess Ember that the Druid clan has, wouldn't that be made from like some of the, like, what the goddesses might have made and gave them? Because Druids were taught by the goddesses themselves.
Well, we do see it. It looks like it kind of shatters when they landed on the ground. So that's
he dispelled that. He dispelled it. Whenever we get to it in our conversation, I'll try and post it in Discord. But I'm pretty sure he dispelled it.
Hold on, I'll fucking do it right now because I'm pretty sure I have.
I mean, you see
picture.
Like the arc magic sparkles, but then you see like little like glass shards.
Here we go.
Excuse me.
Yeah, this shit right here.
Large segments of it above their heads. Well, I mean, what you can see in the panel anyway.
But aside from the Dark Zone, so another translation, Rudisill called Merlin a wretched slut.
Yeah, you know what? I have that one too. I have that one too.
Yeah,
that shit had me dead, bro. That shit had me dead.
Oh shit, bro.
So you guys think women are sluts? You think this is funny?
Just wasn't expecting that this morning.
Yeah,
no, honestly,
I'm telling the feminists. Yeah.
Bro, like,
You're not getting away with this. I gotta keep a straight face and say that shit. I gotta keep a straight face and say that shit.
Oh shit!
This shit had me so sick. I was so tired.
I'm like, why are you so disrespectful? What'd she do to you? You in a whole woman's body too? Like, damn.
Oh shit!
Grudge.
I was literally crying tears when I saw that shit. I literally was rolling. My mom told me
it caught me off guard. I wasn't ready.
Uncle Oils, yo, I swear that shit literally had me sick. That shit had me so sick.
What do you think the relationship is there? Is it just the whole like? Cause we know how basically Merlin's a hoe for parents too. Like she ain't want to fuck with the goddess or the demon. She fucked with them both. So is that what the hate is, or like what's going on?
That's where my suspicions come from. Because we really haven't seen as much on the demon side of things, because obviously they're not allies per se. But so yeah, I'm sure some of them probably have the same thoughts. And everybody's effectively immortal, so those grudges don't die.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember it like it was 2 minutes ago, you slut.
Oh, when I'm like, cause I just the next context of the next panel, it puts what we were saying before into perspective. But I don't want to get back into the whole dynamics of the power. But basically, the next panel does indeed confirm that Meliodas makes that. So you can make this. It is a variant of the perfect cube. That's what it seems like. That's what Dark Zone is, and apparently, the commandment can get stolen that easily. So now I'm questioning, because it says Merlin's responsibility is going to be to keep the commandment stable while they enter through the Dark Zone. So it seems like having strong demons around arouses the commandments, I guess, which is weird.
No, I would say that, like, because there's already this synergy between the commandments fusing into Meliodas, that like it's probably like an attracting factor to other commandments nearby that aren't being held by somebody.
Yeah.
How I got it.
Okay. All right. Well,
to be honest, real quick, like had Esterosa actually done what he was supposed to do, like the minute he got back, he probably like all those commands probably would have been stolen if Meliodas was strong enough to actually fucking steal them from him at that point in time.
Let's read Rudis's thoughts on some of the guys and speculate on that. It says, and the man who possesses the grave of my brother Maya Escanor. He's prideful and irritating, but his power is definitely going to be of a big help during the battle against the top demons.
Yeah, just to point out, everybody, the translations we have available are kind of crap because it said grave, not grace.
I was like, huh?
Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Like he's accepting Escanor now.
I was saying that I like that part where basically literally in his mind just analyzed everything and all the possible whatever that he needed, and he's like, all right, we good. And then he went aside. I like that part a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna need Escanor, and they already had their little confrontation earlier when he first sensed that he had his brother's commandment. So I mean, it all makes sense. It all came full circle.
Then he's referring to Gil Thunder and Hendrickson. He says, the two others lack in force, but both prepared to risk their lives for me and Margaret. Especially Hendrickson, who is devoted to me. Unlike the people that are controlled by my breath of bliss, he's better since he has a capacity of judgment and calmness. Is Hendrickson a fucking hoe? It's just saying, like, yeah, it's like, I agree, like, fuck the nigga, but like, it's gonna come into relevance. Like, he brought him around for a reason. Like, Nakamura put him in with these niggas for a reason. Like,
I need some sacrificial attack and die.
Isn't that what he just said in the first place? Because shit, I always said that Hendrickson could be taken just as a host. And this guy literally said it. This chapter is like, yeah, like he's got pretty good specs. He could be a human shield, or I could use him as a host if this body gets fucked.
Yeah, but like what I was trying to get at is that, like, we all know how taizai works. People have grave sins and then they go on redemption stories, or the opposite. They have like great stories and they go into corruption or whatever shit like that. This is obviously going to be part of his redemption story. Like he's committed the gravest of atrocities and now he's on a journey. So to be at this critical of a point where somebody is threatening to use him in his body, that's most likely what the outcome's going to be. He's going to be used as a shield or going to be used as a vessel. Shouldn't we assume that it's going to be the opposite or something contrary to that? Like, is Hendrickson going to fucking be pivotal in this fight?
There's a chance. I mean, shit, Guild Thunder's there too. There's a good chance that he might even get the commandment, get flashed. That'd be ill. Because, let's be honest now. This fight's going to get crazy in the first place. We don't know what's going to happen. If, and I think what Lucian's going to do is be scared, because there's a good chance that he might lose his body. Because remember, like, they're talking about this as it happened before Mile had awoken. So at this point, at the same time, Mile hadn't awoken. So there's some memories that wouldn't have been affected yet. Once the memories get affected, I guess that's when the fight stops, or they have like a respite. Because I remember seeing that when Male was revealed to be himself, everyone who had remembered Male started to go a little nuts, or at least knew Esterosa and figured out that he wasn't even real in the first place. So I guess the spell lifted. So this is like a little bit back in time. So this fight has a certain path. I don't know what had happened. It seemed like everyone who was involved was fine at that point. So who knows? Right. This fight might honestly be really short.
What?
Yeah, there's a good chance that it could before that little respite where everyone has to remember.
Did you guys notice that Zeldris called Esterosa's brother?
Yes.
Exactly.
Why is he like still under the spell?
Because I feel like I thought it was the spell. I don't know if he just said that to say that because maybe he was so thinking it, but I feel like he should know like that's Mile now. I mean, at the very least, he should know it's not his brother. I don't know. That was weird. I don't know. That threw me off. I was like, huh? I ain't your brother, man.
You think it has to do with the fact that they're inside the zone? That they weren't affected by that?
But they were. We saw when it was being dispelled, right. They were all holding their head like, it was working.
Mm-hmm. As if they noticed something. Yes, they're being see what you're saying.
Yo, y'all jump in the Discord. I said on the page where they literally said, it said the real world. Let's go back in time just before Male's awakening.
I think that was never right.
Oh shit! Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. My fault.
100%. And they put that in there just to remind us that. Damn, now we missed the fuck out of that.
Yeah. I'm an ape.
Y'all been apes today, I swear.
You're still ass up, bro. Fucking
say anything, so don't be pulling me in the same cage.
I'm out there loving a whole ass nigga like Henderson and shit.
Kishin don't chimp around like y'all do. Y'all be chimping, I swear.
So
ain't no Kishin Kong today.
You ain't no Kishin Kong today.
Alright, so Rudisail tried to like sneak into these niggas. We gotta kill Meliodas. Is the only way to save it. Merlin corrects it, and it's drawn to elude the suspiciousness of the situation. Like they know that they don't fuck with each other, and Merlin's not gonna let shit just pass. They're at a standstill. Yeah, we know that the tension's clear. Is that gonna come into account in the fight too, or like what's up? We know. At any point, we know Rudisail's not gonna fuck off. He's not gonna fucking do some crazy shit. But like, if it comes down to it, is Merlin gonna fucking save Meliodas and then leave fucking Rudisail or some shit like that, or like, is that tension gonna come into play with any of these niggas? What's up?
I feel like he's gonna try to kill him, but she's trying to save him. I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that. That's gonna happen. I'm with it. I need conflict and discord. Need more chaos. I'm with it.
All right.
Because
I just want to.
I kind of like how when they show Merlin in this panel, like the way she's covering her mouth, it shows like she's trying to like hide her intentions from Lucia on purpose. Like you can clearly tell when he sees her, she's the first one that he's worried about. Mm-hmm. So if anything, Merlin's like the biggest threat to him and he probably knows that for a fact.
Of course. Because and that's like, it just adds to what the fuck I've said for 15 motherfucking streams now. The motherfucking leader, the strongest archangel is Ruta fucking Seal, nigga. They even said it. Oh, the leader of the 4 archangels and the daughter of Belelaine. Bruh. Come on, dog. With Escanor walking next to him, Zeldris walks up to Ruta Seal, bitch. What? If Sunshine was stronger, if Escanor was stronger, he would have walked up to Escanor, bitch. But he did not. So I'm gonna say this one last time. Shut the fuck up, Zarso, and you fucking haters. The motherfucking strongest goddess is Rudisil.
Still sleeping on him.
The next chapter is Flash, dog. Tighten up. It's titled Flash.
He's a leader, so leader don't be the best.
Let's be honest.
Has the best judgment or the smartest. Leader ain't always the strongest.
All right.
We got aces out here. You know what I'm saying? You can be the captain, but I'm the ace. I'm starting the team.
All right. So out of Escanor, Mayo, and Rudisil right now, current day, who's the strongest?
Okay. Well, Thing doesn't have his grace, so I think he's at a disadvantage. So maybe. Thing has the title right now, but you know what it is. Scanner's still washing everybody in that room.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, Chandler versus Escanor? Is that gonna be a fight, bro?
Amen. This man's already a dragon. I think he's going for some dragon slaying, honestly. That's what I see. Look at him, ready to execute with the axe.
Yeah, he's just leaning over.
Yeah.
I called my reaction stare down at the OK cocoon.
Damn.
The fact that you see fucking Gil Thunder and Hendrickson fucking like pissing their pants. I mean, that is what it is. Yeah, bro. Because you don't know what kind of because they know that they're gonna see some foolishness and they won't be able to handle it. The foolishness is gonna get crazy because you already know that. Like, yo, you see Cusack over there just gleaming over, and I can only wait for that. I'm waiting for that fight because that's like a revenge fight because you can't be fucking with Arthur like that. Oh my
god,
can't be fucking with Arthur like that, man.
All right, so Merlin, like, we've never seen Merlin lead a fight on her own. That's never happened for us in the series. She seems like to be like an indomitable support character.
Or clean up.
Did you see what she did to Grey Road? I hope you remembered that.
My nigga. No? She came in after niggas was there, bro. I said she was pivotal.
This might sound weird, but she's the one I'm the least worried about.
Honestly.
I'm the least. Honestly. I already have all my chips on her. She washing. Like,
no, I do too. 100%.
The other two, I ain't so sure, to be honest.
Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna try to like I don't know, that fucking cough, we cough the blood up. I feel like they're gonna try to play that into the fact that, you know, like they're gonna try some shit with a scan. Like they're gonna try some
cough
shit.
some blood into Chandler's eyes. And it's like, there, I used my weakness. Like, what the hell did you just do to me?
What are you talking about?
That was so funny. He's about to win. Gets cough blood in his eyes. Like, oh, the fuck you do to me?
Man.
Yeah, this stare down was awesome. I can only hope that next chapter is gonna get crazy. There was no questions answered in this chapter. It seems like, at least in this chapter. So we don't get any trivia if there's anything.
What you mean? Nigga, we just got fucking 3 techniques, man. Fuck out of here, dog.
We got 3 techniques, but I also wanted, like, you know, a fan question. Come on, now. I love those. Those are fun.
Oh, like that on the side. True. That's what you meant. Oh, yeah. It's the first time they see each other directly. What does that tell us about the Holy War?
It was fought on, and they weren't in the forefront that often.
Yeah,
Better Zeldris was kept at home a little too often. I gotta keep a backup heir.
Go kill the vampires. Go kill the vampires, but my girlfriend. I said, go kill the vampires.
That might have actually been something. Who knows? Maybe that's what he was doing through a good bit of the Holy War.
Clapping buns?
Yeah.
Well, that, and then it's like, okay, you've screwed the help. Go kill them all.
What was her name again? What was her name?
Gelda.
Gelda.
Gelda, the thousand temptations.
Gelda.
My girl Gelda. Come on now. She was.
Oh yeah, bite my neck. Oh, suck my blood.
Try and make me a vampire if you can.
How do I taste, baby?
Get a good suck. Good suck.
Let me chill.
You coach with
It's funny too because he's mad small.
I can only imagine.
Oh shit.
Regardless, Gelda really is. Swear to God, there's no way. There is.
All right, so real nigga shit. No biasness, no hypeness. We've seen only a little bit of what a few of them can do. Is let's go 1v1. Zeldris and Rudisill. Legit. No story plot, only verses from what we understand. Rudisill versus Zeldris. Who wins?
I have one question. Does Zeldris still have whatever the fuck the Demon King gave him from way back?
The power of God, yep.
But did he give away his commandment?
Yep.
Yeah. He said he'd be fine without it. So.
Huh?
He said he'd be fine without it.
But he's still stronger with it. That doesn't mean.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it means.
That means he doesn't have piety anymore, right?
He doesn't have piety anymore. But in reality, it's just kind of like a buff. Because, I mean, I don't think Lewis show would ever.
There's no. Nigga, if I am at an 80 and I lose something, bro, there's no reason why I would still be at an 80. You can be as strong as you want. But if you're not, you lost something, you lost something.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nigga,
we'll see how well he does. We'll see how well he does without it. With like just like his normal.
I don't know. He's just the fanboy in me is not letting me think rationally. I'm Team Zeldris, nigga. I don't care.
Fair enough. He's like the better Vegeta. Deadass. Look at him.
I'm mad we haven't got more of them, bro. What do we don't have what? Like,
honestly,
I absolutely agree.
Most we've seen is God.
Actual fun. Demon King. Like, come on, bro. Can I get? He looks like you have the same body type as Meliodas and shit. Like, can I get some hands, baby?
Bro, like for real. Show us, dog.
Can I get a side chapter? We'll get Gelda. I mean, show.
Yeah, dead ass. Come on, please.
Oh,
I feel you though. I really can't wait for this because this man Zeldris and his sword play, man, don't let me see that sword play.
This nigga took that nigga's arm off. Wow.
Didn't even care.
Hit his blade.
That's probably like one of the best. That's probably like one of the best parts of taizai. That shit literally had me sick. I was like, damn.
I didn't get what happened. I was like, nigga, what? Nigga, what? It's some shit, dog. But do we miss anything to cover? Like, should we? Anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
I want to go back and see and check out when Demon King lost his arm. Yeah, I'd say that's power. I won't even like stress on it. Honestly, it doesn't really seem all too much like Arc now that I look at it again because there's no like light particles. I see what you mean, but I don't know. It just looks different the way.
I'm gonna get the panels of like of Omega Arc and shit like that when the niggas is dying. It's the exact same thing.
Alright.
This nigga's like, hey, you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first.
There we go.
Meliodas has Arc magic.
No, he doesn't. Don't listen to this dummy.
You already know.
This is dumbass.
That looks like Purge too. That looks exactly like Purge too. You got me fucked up.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. That is.
I'm telling you, bro. This nigga just used angel for sure, dog.
Go reread. That holy. What was it? That holy. Crash.
Flashback.
That holy crash. No, holy shock. There we go. There's a little combo with Dreyfus.
Oh yeah,
didn't even look anything like it.
That shit was strong as hell, dog. Damn. But
I just wanted to cover real quick. It seems, well, at least like this sanctuary technique, I feel like it really just explained exactly like what the goddesses can really taught the druids. Because at the end of the day, like they all have like light based magic. It seems because Hendrickson even said, "Who's this person with like such great light?" When he saw Ludishel, and I guess Ludishel is kind of like the reason why it's like I guess like tying in everything that the goddesses have given man, because Ludishel effectively like manipulates people, and I wouldn't be surprised in the past if they didn't teach humans. Wouldn't be surprised at all. If anything, they're probably working with several human kingdoms and basically taking host of some of their strongest warriors. I can see that as completely.
Predictions. When is this thing coming out?
Maybe 3-4 chapters from now. Like 5.
I say 6.
6?
Yeah. That's my guess. The
Yeah,
question is, when he comes out, what the fuck's what is the state going to be? Is he going to be himself, not himself? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is going to be like all happening at the same time. So I can only imagine how much damage is going to get done, and how much this man Naka was really going to cover. Because you know how this man can cover some fighting. That shit, too much. I would say 6 is good, but like, do I want to say 10 now? Now I think about it. Because 10 chapters of straight fighting would be a bit much. I think 6 would be good.
I mean, we're gonna get hella fucking dialogue and shit. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, like the next chapter is titled Flash, so we know who's at least gonna start.
One move.
Yeah.
One. I got one.
But we gotta remember, Meliodas is back. Like
We'll see.
The
I'm telling you, we'll see, because obviously it shows that everything's timed. So
yeah,
probably when this fight ends, and in conjunction to which, because I'm reading it back, and I think what Melia said about them falling was that I guess they're going to be falling under where they came from in the first place. So I guess like that's the exit. You basically come back from where you started.
but how did he go in? Because Bond came from Hawk's Eye, so he's gonna come out from there. But
yeah, he came from under Hawk. They said so. He's gonna come back from under Hawk, whatever that means.
Oh, I'm hoping he doesn't come out the rear end.
No, but that was we gotta remember.
That would
like,
play for Hawk though.
These translations are super doo-doo booty. So like,
They are, but I'm taking in like what they're saying into context. So the idea is that they're basically going to go from where they started. So if so they mean under, fine, whatever, under, whatever.
But that's the question. Like, where is Meliodas going to come out? That's what I'm asking. Like, where? Because
I think honestly, he's probably going to come. He's probably going to come from his own body. I mean, there's no real, because when you think about it, his emotions are kind of like.
That's the I was going to ask. Like, when Meliodas enters the real world, is he going to connect directly, or like just return to Meliodas, or like
you have to go back like 7 streams ago where when I said that I remember Grimm, I think this was like in July when I was talking about this. I remember saying that when because we were still in purgatory. I think this is when we got like Bond going to purgatory and everything. I told you that at the end of the day there's a good chance that that the Demon King, like the pearl, was set for Meliodas, or rather, when the time was ready, he would go to Meliodas, because that'd be like the crowning of Meliodas into turning into the Demon King. But Meliodas left, and and his destination was straight up just going to be his own body in the first place. So I can only imagine that this is where, that this was already set from the beginning. And if that's the case, then I'm right again. I don't want to brag, but I've been right for a lot today.
But how does that answer where Meliodas is going to return to?
We already know it's going to be at his own body, because these are his emotions leaving. Where are they going to go? To him.
I think we're going to have like a chapter of the two sides, like talking it out, because they're going to have to accept each other to like.
I feel this
because it's not done by, because it's not. It was done by force, so maybe that's going to play a part. I don't know, but I could definitely see like playing on the heartstrings, so to speak. It's like, okay, you are all the power, but do you care for Elizabeth or not? And then, they might have like a swords kind of throwdown moment a little bit, and then you'll have the evil Meliodas, so to speak, like have his emotions down by the throat, and he's like, okay, get back in, you bastard, let's go save her.
but that would like conclude the storyline. Like, that can't happen within the next 15 chapters. That cannot.
We still have the supreme deity to deal with.
Yeah, we still have her. Yeah.
No, that's part 2, dog. Tighten up. That's part 2.
No.
No, that's part 2, dog. Tighten up. Tighten up,
I'm thinking like major time skip, like thousands of years in the future, and like dealing, or we're seeing the world that developed after this series. That's where I think part 2 would be.
I could see that, but like, because I agree that right now I have no reason to believe why Meliodas could not fuck on the Supreme Deity. He just fucked on the Demon King. He can fuck on the Supreme Deity.
Yeah.
He is indeed our main villain at the moment. Meliodas is. So we're gonna just resolve him. Like the feelings of Meliodas are coming back right now. Right now, they're coming back right now. So like, if this fight takes fucking 10 chapters, like we said, it most likely won't, or like whatever happens, we're gonna get that resolution soon. So that's why I think that his feelings are gonna have a physical body. They're gonna be separate, and they're gonna have to unite. And we're gonna see Meliodas on 2 different sides.
This is all speculation, but I mean, it is what it is. Personally, I would say that he just kind of fused together from the hip. But I mean, yeah, it makes sense. You wouldn't just fucking have like one side Melody just come through and he just kind of disappears like the second you see him.
You know what? Instead of having the map up, we're gonna change it to a tally chart, and we're gonna tally all our predictions and all our shit that we say. And then whenever we're proven wrong,
all right, bet.
Yeah, niggas is gonna take L's for that shit, dog.
Bet.
Nigga.
Because I've been right for a minute, so.
Oh yeah, just like you right about Rudisil.
I have. Yes, yeah, he's been right about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been wrong. He's the leader,
but he's not the strongest.
Yeah, fuck out of here, bro.
He's the leader, but he's not the strongest. Leader, but not the strongest.
Oh, the back and forth.
Because you can't tell me that's literally what happened.
Look, what I can tell you is, yo!